Welcome back to Beyond the Battlefield, friends. Today we're going into some of the most famous lines of the Bhagavad Gita. Lines you may have heard in schools, in spiritual talks, even in corporate workshops. But we're going to do what we always do here. Slow down, strip away the jargon, and make sure you feel exactly what Krishna was telling Arjuna, and what he might be telling you today. Anchor. I know verse 47 is like a mantra for you in leadership. Let's begin there.
You have a right only to perform your prescribed duties, never to the fruits of your actions. Let not the fruits of action be your motive, nor let your attachment be to inaction. Krishna is telling Arjuna 4 things, and these 4 rules are like the foundation stones of Karma Yoga. 1. You have a right only to perform your duties. Your control is over what you do, not over everything that happens after. 2. Never to the fruits. The results are not your personal property. You influence them, but you don't own them. 3. Let not the fruits be your motive. If you work only for the outcome, you live in a cycle of anxiety and disappointment. 4. Nor let your attachment be to inaction. Don't misuse this teaching as an excuse to avoid responsibility.
That last one, about not being attached to inaction, feels like a warning.
Imagine you're a founder launching a product. You control the quality, the marketing, the customer experience, but you can't control sudden changes in the market. If your sense of self depends entirely on sales numbers, you've given your happiness to something you can't command. Or think of a student preparing for exams. If she studies just for grades, she'll panic when questions don't match her expectations. But if she studies to learn deeply, grades become a byproduct. Osho gives us a beautiful image. The flute never says, "I made the music." It knows that the breath came from somewhere else. We are the flute. The divine is the breath. Our role is to stay hollow, open, and ready.
So, verse 47 is freedom. Freedom from the trap of I am my results.
Yes, and when you let go of that trap, something amazing happens. You stop playing scared and you start playing full out. Now with verse 48, Krishna adds balance to that freedom. Perform your duties, O Dhananjaya, being steadfast in yoga, abandoning attachment, and remaining equal in success and failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. Here, yoga doesn't mean a physical posture. It means a steadiness of mind. It's being the same person when things go perfectly and when they fall apart. Life is like the ocean. The waves will come. Some will lift you up, some will pull you down. You can't stop the waves, but you can stop yourself from being thrown off balance each time.
So for a leader, it's not about promising calm seas, but showing the team how to stay steady in storms.
Exactly. And here's the subtle truth. Your state becomes your team's state. Your calm is contagious. So is your chaos. Now comes verse 49. Beyond transactional work. O Dhananjaya, work done with desire for reward is far inferior to work done with the wisdom of equanimity. Seek refuge in this wisdom. Those who are motivated only by the fruits are miserly in spirit. This is Krishna ranking motives. 2 people can be doing the same work, but the one working for results alone is operating at a lower level than the one working with inner balance. He calls the result-obsessed person miserly. not miserly with money, miserly with life. Because when everything is about what do I get, you shrink your world into a small, self centered box. Think of two leaders building hospitals. Leader 1 chases awards, wants his name on the gate. Leader 2 cares only that patients get healed. Same building, different inner world. The second leader sleeps peacefully. The first is restless, even after success.
We've laid the foundation: freedom from result attachment, balance in the highs and lows, and working from a higher motive than personal gain. Now, we'll explore how Krishna takes this further, into mastery and action and liberation from all bondage, where freedom and balance transform into mastery, and mastery leads to liberation. Anchor, verse 50, feels like a big turning point.
A person united with wisdom discards both good and bad results in this world. Therefore, strive for yoga. Yoga is excellence in action. Krishna is saying, when your mind is anchored in wisdom, you let go of both positive and negative results. Because both can trap you. Success can make you arrogant or dependent on praise. Failure can make you fearful or avoidant. When you release both, you step into a state where your skill shines. That's Kaushala, mastery, excellence.
So detachment doesn't mean doing less. It means doing better?
Exactly. Attachment creates fear. Fear of losing success. Fear of repeating failure. Fear makes your hands shake, your decisions hesitant. Imagine a surgeon operating on a stranger. His hands are steady. His mind is clear. He's in the flow. Now, imagine the patient is his own child. Attachment floods in. Fear grips him. His hands tremble. His decisions hesitate. Same skills, same years of training, but the inner state has changed everything.
Anchor. Yoga is excellence in action. Here, what exactly does Krishna mean here? Is it just doing your work really well?
Not just that, Jessica. Osho makes a beautiful distinction here. He says, when your inner world is in balance, when there is equanimity, when there is silence inside, then whatever your hands touch becomes Sauchalam. Skill, mastery.
So the skill outside is born from stillness inside?
Exactly. And here's the key difference he points out. Being successful is not the same as being meaningful. A thief can be successful at stealing, but that doesn't make his act worthwhile, life affirming. Success just means the work got done, but Kaushala means the work bears the fruit of nectar, not poison. When everything is right inside, everything outside falls into place. That's what Krishna means by Yoga Karma Su Kaushalam.
And when it's not right inside?
Then we get the world we see today. The ayogis, those without inner balance, are trying to master the outer work, while the yogi, those who have balance, often run away from the work. As long as that continues, chaos will remain. The real shift happens when the ayogis step aside and the yogis stand firm in the fire of life's duties. When they participate in the yajna of life, not as escape but as presence. Because the true skill, Jessica, is not in the mechanics of the work itself. It's in the inner alignment from which the work flows. If inside there is balance, silence, and peace, outside there will be effortless mastery. In leadership, Kausala means making the tough call without being paralyzed by what if. It means listening fully in a high stakes negotiation instead of rushing to defend your point. It's mastery that comes from being anchored in the present, not chained to the future.
So, when we hear yoga is excellence in action, it's not about perfection. It's about presence.
Yes, presence is the soil in which excellence grows. Now, Krishna shows the ultimate outcome of this way of working in verse 51. The wise united with wisdom abandon attachment to the fruits of actions. Freed from the bondage of birth and death, they attain that state beyond all suffering. When your work is no longer a bargain with life, I'll do this if I get that. You break free from a cycle that's been running for lifetimes. We work, we hope, we get, we lose, we get again, we lose again. It's exhausting. Krishna says, let go of the fruit and you step out of that endless loop.
And in leadership terms?
In leadership, it means your self-worth isn't for sale. No praise can inflate you, no criticism can crush you. You become unshakable.
We've journeyed from verse 47's freedom from results, through verse 48's balance, verse 49's higher motive, and now verse 50's mastery and verse 51's liberation. Freedom, balance, purpose, mastery, liberation. 5 steps that take you from being a player in the game to being free of the game's grip entirely. And maybe that's the real victory beyond the battlefield. Not just winning against others, but ending the war within yourself. And if you are looking more clarity, do not forget to check out our exclusive GPT companion link in the description. BYB Interactive. It's your space to interact, explore more insights from the Gita, or just continue the conversation at your own pace. So here's my invitation. This week, take one action purely for the joy and rightness of it. No scoreboard, no bargain, just the action itself. And see how light you feel.